Welcome, I'm Scott. Today we're jumping back in on the C10.
Okay, we got that brake line, a little small one, looks like a little 6-inch length brake line. It's tied into that T-block that we got to get out. I mangled this in when I took it loose, it was frozen, so we're gonna have to get that out and get it replaced so we can get this side of the front brakes wrapped up. May have to take the shock off to get to it, I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens. I'm sure it's going to be a pain in the butt, whichever way it goes. Okay, I did get the little lines out, this little line out for the driver's side on the brakes. As you can tell, everything's rounded off, and I ended up taking the shock off to get it out of the way so I could have some room, because I had to use some vice grips to get on this nut right here to get it bust free. So I'll have to get this little line, and then on the other side of the T, let's see, the line that runs to the passenger side, I'm gonna have to break it free as well, because the end on it twisted all the shit when I was trying to break it loose. So I'm gonna work on getting that one off. Okay, in the process of trying to break that other line loose there, we snapped the 1/4-inch line that's coming down from the master cylinder. That hooks into the T-block. I don't know how well you can see it. There's a clip back there that line sets in. You can pop that line out of that clip and it makes it a little easier, but this stuff's so old and fragile that there's just no love. And of course, when we took the shock off, the shock is trash too, so it looks like we're gonna reline the whole front end of this truck with some new brake lines, and might end up just doing the whole truck, so we'll see what happens. I am on the other side of the truck, on the passenger side, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see, screw it over. There's that clip. It's the same way on the driver's side. So I don't know if somebody's been underneath here and has put in a new brake line for the rear or not. I don't know if that coupler there is factory, but it could be, I'm not sure. But nonetheless, I gotta get this brake line popped out of that clip, and then I can get it removed from the truck and put it on the table and get it all broke free from that T-block. Here's that front brake line with the T-block. This piece of line here runs from the driver's side. It was just froze up and stripped out. I got it broke free, but on the other end of this line here, it was froze. It twisted off. So my buddy Jeff Luna had previously ordered some brake lines for his truck, and he had some of this stuff laying around, and he donated that new brake line to me. I appreciate you, Jeff. And this part here, we're just going to try to get this stuff broke free. I'm going to take this as a sample with me to the auto parts store and get another line. And I may have one from the master cylinder. It runs down to this block that's already pre-bent as well, but I'm not sure. So All right, we got some new front rubber lines for the truck, They finally came in, so we're gonna go ahead and throw these on.
Thanks, Coffee, for letting me use your kit. Appreciate you.
All right, I got a rubber hose on. Got the new line in on both sides. I'm getting ready to do is take this hardware loose on these clips for the lines that's coming off the master cylinder. I hate taking them off because a lot of times they start leaking, but the line for the front brakes we got to replace because I broke it. I snapped it. It's right there. So moving on. All right, I got both of the clips off. Oh, the brake lines, those hangers, just sitting right here. So now, coming up to the top, try to break this front line free with the proportioning valve, and we'll see how that goes. Everything on this truck is just absolutely aged and frozen, so we'll give her a whirl, see what happens. Okay, I got the nut broke free, but the line is froze up inside the nut, so it just wants to turn the whole entire line, which I can't do. Don't have enough room, so I use my little saw. Get the line out of the way. So I can get the nut off the proportion valve here. There we go. Alright, so I went to the auto parts store, picked up another piece of line. See if we can make that 1/4 inch line that comes off the proportioning valve and runs down to the T block. Alright, the line we're doing now is coming off the proportioning valve and running down to the T.
for the front part of the brakes. All right, I'm running that new line from the proportioning valve down to the T-block there, and I'm way out. Been putting some zip lines on the other factory line, try to help guide me into a position where I can get this thing hooked up. But I did mark it, and we'll have to cut it down again. And my bends are absolutely horrible. I'm sure somebody out there has a way better method other than buying pre-bent lines. Alright, here it is. I'm way off from what the factory does. I couldn't get the bends in like they do. It'd probably be money well spent just buying pre-bent lines. But I wanted to practice and see if I'm gotten any better or not. Obviously not, but it's okay. I think it'll work if it doesn't leak. Come up here to the top, and it's way different from what the factory was, so gave it a shot. This is how it turned out. So picked up a new set of shocks for this truck. The old ones, they was just wore out. They weren't no good. Here's the passenger side. New rubber hose, new line, new shock. Setup looks sharp. Pretty awesome. That's it for this one. Thanks for being awesome.